Bon dia a tothom. Dear colleagues, good morning. I would like to begin by welcoming the OSCE Secretary General, Ms. Helga Maria Schmidt, on her first visit to Andorra. I have no doubt that this will be the first of many to come. Herzlich willkommen in Andorra. Es ist unsere Freude, Sie hier bei uns zu haben. Ich hoffe, Sie werden Ihren Aufenthalt genießen. Ever since its creation, the OSCE has become one of the world's leading multilateral forums, with 57 member countries working hard in all its bodies to promote peace, stability, and democracy by working toward conflict prevention and resolution, as well as facilitating the settlements of conflict. The OSCE is an inclusive institution that stands for equality and fairness among member states, in which consensus is the only way to reach decisions. These are values that we are proud to share as Andorrans in our day-to-day lives. Multilateralism, as proven by the dynamic of our globalized world, is the only way to resolve transnational conflicts effectively. The pandemic, as well as the war in Ukraine, are only some of the most recent examples of situations that have highlighted its importance. As an international actor and full sovereign state, Andorra, although small in its size, can provide insight into practices that have been successful and make a valuable contribution to multilateralism by sharing our best practices with the international community. Among Andorra's multiple best practices are our commitment to the energy transition. We passed this essential law, which was unanimously approved by our chamber and was created with the support of all the civil actors involved in this matter. We have also adopted a circular economy law, which strengthens our commitment to the most precious asset we have, our environment. Regarding education, we offer 3 different and free education systems. We are proud to give young people the necessary tools to live and participate actively in society, not limited to the one that exists within this country, but also the one that makes up our globalized world. Concerning our youth, one of our core values is that it is imperative to listen to what they have to say and to create space for them to discuss the most pressing issues and thus give a voice to the future, not just their own, but our collective future. Putting this value into practice, I am proud to say that our Parliament unanimously approved the Youth Agreement, which was made by the youth and for the youth. All youth associations and the youth of all the political parties discussed, debated, and agreed on each of the 72 measures within 11 different key sectors of society, such as housing, climate change, and education, to name a few. This historic agreement, achieved in Andorra, is exemplary in inclusive citizen participation. In this regard, our Parliament delegation at the OSCE, which I have the honor of being its head of delegation, has been working hand in hand with its president, Ms. Margareta Cederfeld, to take forward an initiative that was very much needed. The initiative was to promote a section of young parliamentarians that would give a voice to all young representatives in the decision-making process. It all started back in Washington in February 2020, when the members of the Andorran delegation, Andorran youngest parliamentarians, made a clear and firm proposal to create a section of young parliamentarians in the OSCE. During this pandemic, in May 2021, and coinciding with the celebration of the 50th anniversary of the Helsinki Declaration and the call for action online meetings that were organized by the OSCE, our delegation proposed the figure of a special youth representative, the figure that's complementing existing in the OSCE already. This was a clear statement that confirmed once more the institution's confidence in young people. Then, in August 2021, the creation of this figure that gives a voice to all young parliamentarians was finally made official. Thanks to the proactive delegation, including the youngest member of the parliament in our chamber, we became the front runners in the creation of this body, which has already had several working meetings all over the world, including here in our country. It was here in Andorra, just a couple of months ago, that the first declaration was signed. It is a declaration involving security, climate change, and human rights, which are all crucial issues involving youth and the world. Early this month, it was voted and ratified in Birmingham, thus recognizing the network of young parliamentarians. In conclusion, as Andorrans, we are particularly pleased to host and participate today in the Roadshow debating youth perspectives and amplifying youth voices for a safer future. All discussions taking place here are tackling the key issues that affect today's and tomorrow's society. Furthermore, all discussions are being led by those who are and should be the true protagonists, all young people. The unique opportunity for Andorra's youth to express themselves in a forum of this magnitude is an essential component in our growth as a society. In Andorra, we will continue to create these forums so every young voice will have a space to be heard. Thank you.